Boxing Wales and AFL TV with Craig Kennedy. You're in Cardiff. It's like an episode of Cribs, Craig.
That's it.
Big fight next week. Wadi Camacho. I think it's 8 rounds.
That's right, yeah.
8 rounds in Merthyr Tydfil. This is a step up you've needed, isn't it?
It's been a long time coming. I'm really excited about it. I want to thank Wadi for taking the fight. I know he was already out on October the 18th and he's rescheduled to fight me on the 24th of October in Merthyr Sports Centre. So it was a big fight for me. I think it's a big fight for him as well. He's coming off a big loss up in Scotland against Stephen Simmons. So, you know, to get his name back amongst the best in Britain, he's a top 10 opponent. I think to beat someone like myself, 9-0, would be a great help in his quest to get back to the top. So yeah.
You know, looking at, I'd say the last year probably, Craig, you've had 3 Welsh title fights, all cancelled, and that could easily get you to be down about it. But this is, it's kind of helping motivate you, isn't it? Because it's better than having a journeyman or something.
Of course, yeah. I've had a lot of bad luck, as everyone knows.
It'd be easy to become disillusioned, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But I just stuck in there, grinded it out. I'm a true believer, if you put the work in, good things will come. And out of nowhere, I want to thank the Sanagas, they pulled it out the hat. They've got me a big fight against a good name in Wadi. He's a big southpaw from London. He's good. He's a good solid fighter. As we know, he won the prize fighter cruiserweight contest. So, he's got a good pedigree. He's been in there with some good tough boys. And it's a test I need. It's a test I've been physically ready since day one, but mentally I'm ready. I'm in a good place, and I've come at a bad time for him.
You were originally fighting Wayne Brooks, a pressure fighter, a banger like Wadi, but he's orthodox Wadi southpaw. Have you had to change preparation at all?
Yeah, it's been a bit hard. Obviously, like the turnover, you fight a southpaw, everything's mirrored. Your jabs clash. Your overhands will clash, but at the same time, these are things that comes with the territory, and you've got to be able to adapt. And if you want to claim to be one of the best, these are the things you've got to overcome. So that's a minor to me. That he's a southpaw. I believe he's a lot better fighter than Wayne Brooks. I don't even think Wayne Brooks deserves a mention in this interview, to be honest with you. So it's almost putting like a little bit of a dark cloud over a good event, So it is what it is with Wayne Brooks. He's in the past. Wadi Camacho's in my focus. He's my main focus. And like I said, I know what I'm capable of. I know my capabilities. And I look forward to showing everyone, is even close people around and about me, I still got to show them and just prove it to myself how good I really am. So
You've been an overwhelming favourite in pretty much all your fights, Craig.
Yeah.
Do you feel you're going into this one as the underdog?
Possibly, yeah. I would say so, for the sheer fact that he's achieved more up to date. I've got to give him that respect, he have. But at the same time, like I said, I think he's his climax is, he knows his level. Every time he's really stepped up, he's been beat. And I think he's found his level. I haven't. I ain't been beat. So, sky's the limit. And I look forward, like I said, I know my capabilities, my team knows my capabilities, anyone working close with me knows what I'm about, and I just look forward to showing everyone, including yourself, what I'm really made of.
It's a big step up for you, as we touched on, from where you've been before. How long did it take you to accept the fight?
What's that, sorry?
How long did it take you to accept when you got offered the fight with Wadi? How long did that take?
I jumped at the chance. I wasn't happy with my trainer that he actually rung me and he was playing the in-between. He rang me up and said, with Wayne Brooks pulling out, they've been trying their best to make a good fight happen. I said I want to fight a top 10 contender in Britain. They had me a guy from over in Poland who was 12-0, which was a good solid test, but I wanted to get the credit deserved, and to do that I think you've got to fight the best in Britain, a recognised fighter. And who better than Wadi Camacho? He's a loudmouth London boy, he's flamboyant, he's a good fighter, won the prize fighter. And like I said, I told my trainer straight away, why are you ringing me? Get back on the phone to the promoter just in case that split second something changed. And fair dues, the Sanagas, they pulled it off, they really pulled it off.
Wadi's gone, you know, in his last fight, a loss against Steven Simmons, he went to Steven Simmons' backyard, and he's coming to your backyard as well. So respect to him for, you know, going on the road.
He got guts. He's not one to shy away from a fight, and I take full credit to him to take the fight. You know, and there's many who got off at the fight who wouldn't for whatever reason, but he stepped up to the challenge, and like I said, is you know, it was a big test for both of us. You know, he's had a few losses. Always when he stepped up to the next level, but you know, is like he needs to win to get his name back into the hat. I need to keep my unbeaten record, and obviously then I'm looking to fight for British title eliminators, but I'm hungry and I've come at a very, very bad time for him.
We've touched on it before in interviews which, you know, haven't gone out because, you know, fights have been cancelled or whatever, but we've touched on how you're a natural counterpuncher and you've had to go against journeyman and chase him round the ring. You know, Wadi's a power puncher, so he's likely to come at you. Yeah. And do you hope that brings out something in you haven't been able to show yet?
I know it will, definitely. You know, when someone comes to win, if you look at my record, the reality of it is, if they come to win, there's a good chance they're going to get knocked out. So when someone goes on the back foot, running, ducking, diving, these journeymen are taught to survive. They base their training on surviving, so it's hard to get them out of there. But again, I'm not looking on knocking anyone out. You know, I'm going to go there with a mentality of, if it goes the 8 rounds, I'm going to give him a boxing lesson. If it comes, it comes. But I think that is quite possible he might fall in and get caught, and I know what I'm capable of.
For those who are, you know, you haven't been on, you know, you've been on stream shows before, but nothing on like mainstream telly. Yeah. This Senegal show is on Eurosport. For those who haven't seen you, what can they expect to see?
You can expect to see an explosive performance as always. You know, I always come super fit, you know, ready for it to go the distance if needs be. If he wants a box, I can box. If he wants a fight, I can fight. But like you hit a point that, you know, he's a game fighter. He's gonna come to win. He's gonna chuck shots, and I'll feed off his mistakes. So you better be in tip-top shape, because if he's there and he leaves any gaps, I'm gonna be there to clean up, definitely.
You've been pro about 18 months now, is it, Craig? And
yeah.
This seems like it's coming at the perfect time for you.
Perfect time. It was a little bit of a dark cloud over me, shadowing my career with everyone pulling out, and you know, it was just put a bit of a dampener on everything I've done, you know, and all the hard work I put in, which no one gets to see. So, you know, with everything going on, it was still like a bit of a downer, and people around me kept me going, kept me motivated. But it's hard when you haven't got no one in sight, and then thankfully the Senegals pulled this one up the bag. They've done their job, they got me the fighter, I'll do my job and I'll make sure I get that W.
Your fans, Craig, you know, a loss of words for them sometimes. I always call it a carnival, because it can be crazy, and you're always the calmest one, you know, right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
What's the reaction been like off, you know, your average show on the street?
It's been amazing. So it shows you that I'm definitely stepping up a level. I understand, I'm under no illusion. He's ranked like number 8, I believe, in Britain. I'm ranked like 41. He's ranked number 88 in the world. I'm ranked 360 something. But everyone in their career gets that crossover fight where 1 minute you're just under the radar, and then next minute you explode on the scene. And I believe this is that fight for me. I believe everyone's going to be tuning in to watch it, whether they're tuning in to see me win, lose. They're going to be watching. They know what to expect, and I'm going to get that win, and then everyone will hopefully give me a little bit more respect, and the respect I deserve.
This would be a big breakthrough for you, because, you know, Wadi's a well-known name on, you know, British boxing circuits. But what rate of you know, all going well and you win, from your point of view, what rate of progression do you want to go from there?
I won't run away from myself, and like, you know, at the same time, I don't really like to speak after that. I don't want to start planning things out after him. I don't want to overlook anyone. You know, he's a good, solid fighter. I got a total respect for him. You know, any man getting through them ropes and putting a pair of gloves on, I got respect for, win, lose or draw. But you know, he's a good, solid fighter. I'm not going to look past him. So, you know, I reckon I'm probably about 5 fights away from a British title. And that's the truth.
I know you can't give away anything tactics wise, I wouldn't expect you to, but what type of fight do you expect it to be, Craig? Because you both bang, but you know, you can both box too.
Yeah, I'm expecting, you know, him to come out. I think he'll be a bit cagey at first. I don't think you want to exchange early. I might eat my words, it might be a completely different story, but I expect it to go the first couple of rounds be quite close, and then we start pulling away, then start catching him, start picking him off for the counters, and who knows, like I said, I got the power in both hands. I can bang on my right and my left hand, you know, I can block. So, you know, there's so many different things that like I can just adapt to on the night, you know. So I really could not tell you what's going to happen. One thing I can promise you is I'm going to win.
Do you know Wadi at all from the past?
No, I don't know. Like I don't really know much of, but I've, you know, obviously tuned in as a fan. You know, I'm a cruiserweight myself, so I'm always like keeping an eye on the other up and coming fighters. So, you know, he's been in the limelight, cruiserweight prize fighter winner, and then he fought Stephen Simmons. So, you know, as far as that goes, but other than that, I don't know him on a personal level, no.
Alright, well, we wish you, and Wadi the best. It's sure to be a great fight.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week in Merthyr.
Thank you for your time. Good man.